Alright, gents, my watch shows that it is time. Welcome to Nordic Thunder 0325 Bravo. Not too much has changed in terms of the theater sit rep. We did avert the major NLF counteroffensive last week, moving towards Bodø. At this point, they have experienced, the NLF being them, the significant battlefield setbacks with the failed counteroffensive and loss of key areas of operation. However, they did capitalize on material and intelligence support from Russia and did manage to pretty significantly damage Kalix Airfield. The airfield does remain operational at this time, but we did lose quite a bit of munitions in one of the warehouses that was hit, as well as both medium and long-range air defenses are out of play for at least the next mission, since that Patriot was hit in addition to the NASAM. Bodø does remain isolated and vulnerable to NLF attack. However, again, that major counterattack was decisively defeated last week. For the tactical sitrep, we continue to consolidate positions around Bodø. The 15th MU has landed the vast majority of their troops and material, and we are now planning, as of this operation, to move Nordic forces up MSR Texas, which will establish a ground corridor from the southern areas controlled by Nordic forces up to Bodø, which will allow us to move heavy equipment and supplies, in addition to isolating the whole southwestern area of Norway from the rest of NLF territory. ODA 6112 from 10th SFG does remain camped at Jokkmokk. They have provided an update on what that situation looks like, since a large percentage of the medium and long-range SAM systems at Jokkmokk were taken out by Tiger during the last mission, in addition to the EWR, which does cripple a significant amount of the NLF's capabilities in that area. Multiple strategic SAMs and EWRs have been located due to our electronic intelligence flights along the coastline, and a Russian spy ship has been identified and is known to be operating off the coast of Bodø and is likely providing intelligence and radar support to NLF forces. Further show of force operations are highly recommended over that spy ship to attempt to drive this vessel away from the area. Additionally, we do know that a Russian surface group is operating off the coast of Norway. However, their composition and intentions remain unclear, and it's highly recommended that if we have the opportunity tonight, that we conduct a show of force to determine the size and composition of that force. Finally, NLF forces are consolidating their positions across the battlefield due to their setbacks and have largely maintained a defensive posture while planning their next move in response to our actions. For intel analysis tonight, we do have a very high confidence that Russia will continue to provide material and intelligence support to the NLF. We do have medium confidence that they will continue standoff strikes against Kalix due to air defenses being unavailable for at least the next week. There is medium confidence that a NLF HVT will be departing Bardufoss after arriving there last week and will be heading towards Ivalo. That's according to CIA sources. And again, the NLF is known to be in possession of near-peer aircraft, including F-18s, which we have seen in previous operations. So I do caution where we go tonight, as if we do fly deep into NLF territory, it's likely they will launch near-peer or peer-level aircraft to counter us. Finally, we continue to have not the strongest confidence of intelligence due to the NLF being very familiar with our sources and methods, in addition to Russia providing them support in that sphere. New slide. This is additional tasking priorities. So Spook has been provided with a list of potential pop-up taskings that we could see tonight. They will fall into these general buckets, which will be communicated via text message like we've seen previously, and those are the priorities of those taskings. There is also a mission number tied to each additional tasking. So for example, mission number 1, mission number 2, so on and so forth. And with that being said, please, when you are talking to Spook and advising him of those pop-up missions, just give him that mission number, and he will be able to easily cross-reference that and know exactly what you guys are doing based on that. That is all I have from a J2 perspective. Dustin, what you got?
Right, fellas. So for tonight, we have cap being provided by Ronan. They'll be kind of positioned pretty much northeast and east of Bodø, just defending, and also down towards Kalix, just in case anything pops off down in that area. For objectives 51 through 53, Knight and Felix are going to execute a coordinated strike. Felix specifically going to be releasing TALDs to draw the enemy radar attention, and Knight will be sending out some SLAM-ERs to the SA-5 that's out there at Andøya. So timing is of essence, and hopefully you guys got that worked out. Third thing that we got going on, Tiger is going to be taking care of the MSR Texas checkpoints that remain, neutralizing that roadway and establishing that supply route from Bodø down to the south and getting us connected with Kalix. So we'll be operating in there. As far as weather goes tonight, we got winds 210 at 7. Visibility is kind of low down at the ground. 2 miles, overcast at 6,000. Also overcast at 19,000. Temperature is -1 and dew point -5. Altimeter 3006. So make sure you're using your anti-ice if needed. Also expect some moderate turbulence. Our step-off time is 0645 local. Expect there to be daylight, so you shouldn't need to take any night vision. The only main important communication net tonight will be the Crossroads, which is the automated, simulated theater commander coming across as text messages. And again, as Noble has said before, reference the mission number with Hitman if you're going to go execute that based on the priority of the slide that we've seen previously. For supporting assets, we are going to use Hitman on 250 as we have the last couple of weeks. We do have backup of Dark Star and Wizard up in the air. For tankers, we have Texaco 1, this kind of flowing along MSR Texas, just to the west side of it, trying to keep it out of the SA-5 range. And then Shell 1 is also to the southwest portion of the Andøya SA-5. Think of it kind of in between the CSG and Andøya, but clear of that SA-5. ROE still remains the same, so we're cleared into NLF and cleared to engage forces as will. No cluster munitions are expected to be used tonight, so we won't worry about that, and we won't be near Russian airspace. For naval launch and recovery, you guys are going to be launching out Case 3. You guys know your frequencies. TACAN, BRC is going to be 207, CATS 1, 2, and 4. For tonight, VFA-31 is going to launch first. I'm pretty sure it's for them getting it up and being ready to launch their TALDs when they are queued to do that. So be mindful of that. Bodø is the divert field, 45 X-ray on the TAC end using runway 25 due to the winds. And there is an ILS, but hopefully you guys have better luck than Tiger has with that, because doing some testing and it's not reliable. For Bodø launch and recovery, remember it's considered IFR below 3 miles of visibility with snow and ice. 45 X-ray, runway 25, same thing. If you are flying, something to note here, if you are flying the ILS, you actually get it to work. That final approach heading is actually 10 degrees offset. So instead of it being at, I believe, 254, it's actually 264 is the flying, and you just adjust to the runway once it comes in sight. If you have to divert to Kalix because you're down that far, you run out of fuel or getting low on fuel, it is pretty much the same landing runway 14 and ILS 110.3 with a final heading of 136. Nobody's taking off out of Kalix, so I'm not going to worry about that. So talking about the AO for Andøya and Bardufoss, Objective 51 is the SA-5 up here. The two other objectives, 52 and 53, are the two EWRs. Knight knows that they're going to use steer points to guide their slammy Rs in between what is existing out over here and over at Bardufoss, and if they can thread the needle, they should have some pretty successful strikes. Diving into the SA-5, so you got the airfield, which the runway is running kind of a northwest to southeast, but right off to the west side of it, got a little grouping of bunkers and houses and other areas out here that make up the where the SA-5 is currently sitting. Doing some IMENT for it, as you can see, Andøya's right there. Got your little SA-5 groupings down over there, and to break it out even further, the three red boxes are where the radars are at. Launchers at the yellow positions. Green is your supply, and not seeing the SHORAD on here, but okay, something's over there, so be mindful. Finally, AO for the MSR Texas. Like I said earlier, mainly we're just going to clean up the way coming down this main thoroughfare from Bodø down to the south. There is going to be a Nordic convoy that's going to start up down here from the southern side, rolling up and in. So Tiger, once we get airborne and start getting established, we will need to figure out one plane that's going to basically beeline and kind of clear the way at 86 and 87 to limit how much threat is going to be sitting there in opposition of that convoy. And then we can just make sure we get the route cleared the rest of the way coming up. Aside from that, any questions?
One has a green jet. Let's make sure Yams gets off first. Let him get into Cat 1 first.
Hey, 2-2, you can go to Cat 1 once this 14 departs.
Okay, yep. 2-2 will take Cat 1.
Simultaneous Case 3 launch, that's a bold move.
Taxi elevator 3, Cat 3.
200, taxi elevator 2, Cat 1.
Yeah, it looks like Catapult 2 just became available. If you want to take that instead of Cat 4, up to you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Well, that's definitely a first. I've never seen anyone taxi past the...
203 taxiing Cat 2 elevator 4.
Yeah, same. 201, intention Cat 3, pushing button 3.
200, attention Cat 1, pushing button 3.
Let me know when you're set.
I'm not getting any guide. I requested launch twice.
Alright, go ahead and come back to Catapult 4 then. You should be able to hook up now that I'm in tension. Alright, I see they're not moving. I'm just going to go ahead and launch. Let's do 10 seconds between 1 and 3, and 2, hopefully you can hook up.
I'll see you guys in a minute.
1's launching.
Sorry about that, 2-1. I am on my way. All good.
This is probably the coolest weather we've flown in yet.
.201, 7 miles, parking.
Night 1, Phoenix 1.
Felix is calling us on Wizard. Felix, Night 1, we went over.
Felix 1's 50 minutes from our orbit, standing by for your call.
Night 1 copies all 50 mics from orbit.
1-5 Mike. 1-5.
Copy that, 1-5 mics, 1-5 mics. Night 1 just got off Mother and is en route to our home point. Confirming we're going to steer point 2 direct.
Affirm, steer point 2, climb into Angels 27, 5 degrees, 300 knots, and you can keep it a loose trail or spread, up to you.
3. Interrogative, you got yardstick up.
Negative, standby.
Did you copy Felix's traffic?
Affirm. And yardsticks up 93 Yankee.
2's airborne.
I have a tether 6.2.
Felix 2, flight check, button 9.
Alright, flight, once you're past 7 miles, go ahead and switch COM 1, button 9.
Dark Star 913 checking in. Three's on net.
Night 2111.
Night 2-1.
Night 2-1, are you going to engage those EWRs yourself, or are you going to wait for your Dash 2 first?
I can rattle off 2 on those EWRs ahead of time if you need me to.
It's up to you. Those aren't time critical, so if you want to wait for your Dash 2, that's fine. But I want to make sure that we all launch on the SA-5 at the same time.
Roger.
Alright, pushing the nose down to 3 degrees. We'll climb 300 knots until we get to about Mach 0.83. Alright, flight, fence in, air to ground. You can keep your formation lights on though. One's fenced in, air to ground, 10.7.
2's fenced in, air to ground, 10.8.
3's fenced in, air to ground, state 10.8.
And 216 intro, close in.
Yeah, you're good to see you on the SA.
Lead, this is 3. I'm moving into a 3-mile trail as you both visual on your contrails.
Lead copies. Let's do this. Just go ahead and climb to your block altitude 2. You'll be at Angels 28. 3. You'll be at Angels 29.
2.
Climbing Angels 29.
One's leveling Angels 27.
3 is level at flight level 290.
2's level 280.
I'm pushing up the speed up to Mach 0.83.
2.
Holding Mach 0.83, 339 knots in the box.
2.
1-3, apologies. What is the button again to center your HUD so you don't have the crosswind?
Should be cage.
Cage.
Thank you.
Just as a reminder, prior to launching your missile, be sure to connect it to the data link pod using the web page.
Well, looks like Ronan flew too close to Karina.
So just to clarify, are we using weapon designate on waypoint 5 and then putting the steer points in the UFC?
Affirm.
Copy.
Ronin Tiger 4-2. Night 1, feeling
2-1, 1-1. How you doing on fuel?
Are established in orbit. Felix, night copies. We are about 10 mics from our launch point.
You said 8.5?
Affirm.
Raj.
Is there a way to verify the points you put in, or the steer points?
Nope. Just hope you did it right.
Got it.
I did mine twice for that reason. I was worried I did it wrong when I plugged them in on the deck.
Alright, flight, let's go ahead and go music to receive only.
2.
3.
Two one one one. We're about 8 mics from the launch point. Recommend that you go to music receive.
Roger that, music on.
And 2111, once we get there, we'll set up a time hack for that launch. We'll have your wingman launch on those EWRs when he gets there, and use his last missile to launch on something else at that SA-5 site. Flight, once we get to the launch point, I'll be turning right to the south while we set up a time hack.
2.
3.
Everyone programmed and ready?
I hope so.
3.
Well, 300 miles away, that's good. At least it gives us a chance to at least launch these things and then be gone.
I think those are the Russians that are patrolling the area.
You mean the Russians that Ronan's gonna piss off, right?
Yes.
(2111) confirm that you are programmed and ready to fire.
Yeah, I've got all three of mine programmed on the south route, given how the winds are.
Copy. You know, now that I think about it, Wizard and Darkstar might not be close enough to give Ronan updates.
I'm monitoring both. It sounds like Darkstar is calling stuff out. And I'm seeing stuff launching out of Karina on my SA.
Night 1. Go for Felix. Felix, hack 071208. Launch time, plus 5.
Flight cleared to launch at 0717.
Two.
3.
One's turning south. Night 2-1 cleared to launch at 0717.
Wilco.
Night, Felix, confirm launch. Felix, night launch time 0717. Or under.
I guess I was too exact for them.
Lead, I assume you're turning north before you fire.
Affirm. Typical 180 degree turn is usually anywhere between a minute and 10, minute and 30 seconds. So kind of factor that into your time. Thirty seconds.
Time 0717, confirm. We can launch Greyhound.
You're cleared hot.
Felix, Knight, Greyhound, times 12. Felix.
2 Greyhound times 3.
3 Greyhound times 3.
Alright, gents, go ahead and start your orbits. You're free to maneuver as you need. It's real neat seeing all those contrails fly off.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Agreed.
Hopefully they end up where they're supposed to.
Well, they're all pointing the right way, so that's a good start.
Neg 2-1 is long rifle times 3.
Night one.
Nice to see the sun for once.
Right? Don't worry, you'll still have to do a case 3.
Felix flight, Felix 2 flight, Trojan.
Alright, decoy set 1 is out.
(922) Greyhound.
Showing about 60 miles.
Same. flight fuel state.
2 state 6.3.
3 state 6.8.
Roger.
Night 1, Night 2-1, have you guys still got men in the loop on your slammers?
A-firm.
Roger that.
Looks like I lost 2.
I still have 2 up.
1's still good.
Looks like I lost 1 as well.
Two 1, 1-1. It looks like we did lose a couple, but we still got fish in the air. Well, that's not good. That means we have very little missiles going into that target area.
I hope we hit the EWRs. That's what I'm worried about.
I think we'll hit those. I'm not concerned about the EWRs. I'm more concerned about this tin shield. In fact, I don't even see any search radars up anymore.
What distance are you showing?
I'm 27 miles.
It's showing 20.
I've got 26, and I for sure lost 1.
Night 2, Night 1. Are you still good on those fish that fired at the EWRs?
Those should be clean, I would imagine, unless they've been hit mid-air, but...
Yep, just making sure.
But I've lost all 3 of mine for waypoint 5.
13 miles.
One just got video, 20 miles.
How's your video looking? Mine's not going till 10.
Yeah, because of the visibility and the weather, you're not going to see anything probably until like 5 miles. It's going to be quick. The important thing is I have video, which means the missile's still good.
Yeah, the night.
2's mud.
3's mud as well.
Night 2-1 mud, SA-5.
That's
Away my
probably the
last.
ducks. And my missile's dead. It did not hit the target.
One is still inbound, 9.8.
Good flight motion off
Lost
frequency
one.
for Tango.
2's checking. I don't think, so 2, I don't think the last remaining 2 made it.
Alright, so I understand none of you have any more missiles that are in control, correct?
No, I'm not tracking anymore.
Three, how about you? You're out of missiles, right?
3.
2, I got down to about
Alright.
16 miles.
Yeah, roger. Alright, flight. Let's go ahead and start heading back towards the carrier.
2.
3.
You guys want to gas up, or are you good with what fuel you have for case 3?
I'm showing 381 to 2000 at current altitude and range.
2 state 5.6, I'm pushing it.
3 state 6.0 and 180 from other heading on.
Yeah, one's at 5.7. Yeah, I'm gonna head towards mother.
2.
Felix, night 1 is going off frequency RTB mother. I do not think we were successful.
Night 2, night 1 is RTB.
Might be lofting JDAMs at this in the future.
I mean, probably not us. We're not that great at it compared to like the 16 or the 15, because we can't get to Mach 1.
That's true.
I don't think there was anything protecting those AWRs.
As long as they flew around the SA-11 and Barter class, and it looks like that air defense frigate might have been in that area. So as long as it flew around them, I think we should be okay.
Yeah, the direct path wasn't through the SA-11, so, and I don't think the frigate's that far, so we should be alright with those.
Seeing this spy ship tasking?
Yeah, we don't have the fuel for that.
Should we find out if Felix is gonna do it?
Felix is about 100 miles to the northeast, or northwest. I don't think they're in a position for that either.
Do we have anybody nearby that can do that? We probably want to take a look at it.
I'm not seeing anything on the SA page. Alright, it's pretty much right below me. I'll dip below the clouds and take a look.
Alright, if you can take a screenshot of it, that would be very helpful, or at least call out what's with it.
Roger. Okay.
Alright, we're gonna put on at least 10. Stand by for boats. night, Felix.
Go for night.
Are you guys RTB at this time?
Most of night is RTB. Night 1-1 is currently investigating that ship pop-up west of Bodø.
Okay, roger. We're going to go to the ship pop-up that is west of Andøya.
Night 1.
I can't see shit in this weather. Alright, contact the ships. Looks like a, could be a small missile boat and some sort of tanker, like a crude oil tanker.
Confirm missile boat, likely the spy ship, and a cargo vessel. Only 2 vessels confirmed.
Yep, confirmed. Just flew by about half a mile. They did not fire.
Copy all. Got that written down.
I got a screenshot, so we'll see how it comes out.
Copy that.
Flight, we can go ahead and fence out. One's fenced out, state 4.7, and I'm heading to Shell.
2's fenced out, state 4.6.
3's fenced out, state 5.0.
Do we have a recovery tanker or just Shell?
I'm going to Shell. There is a recovery tanker, it's Arco, around the carrier.
Okay, I think I've got enough to get back to the boat. That should be enough.
Yeah, you should be fine as long as you stayed up at altitude and can dunk it down. You should be alright.
It might be a busy pattern, just a heads up, looking at SA.
That's what I was asking. That pass is showing 3,400 or 3.4.
I would think long and hard though before going to Arco, because I don't know what its altitude is, but it's probably not. It's probably inside clouds.
I think Arco's set at either 7 or 10,000. There is a break in the clouds. I just climbed through an open space and didn't hit clouds till like flight level 190, so it might be out of the clouds.
3's heading towards Shell as well. I don't want to risk it for the biscuit and embarrass myself again.
That's probably a good call.
What's Shell's attack in?
2-5 X-ray and channel 12.
Night 1, switching off frequency to shell.
One is 70 miles from shell.
30 is 83 miles.
And 102, correction, 22 is sliding from right back to right ops. Thank you, tanker. Clear flight push, you're right on 15. We're coming back 15.
Two showing shell bra 350 for 50.
Feeling flight's back on. Godfather, Felix 2-1.
Felix 2-1, Night 1-3, go ahead.
Felix 2-1 has a bogey in the vicinity of the Russian ships west of Andøya. We need to VID this target.
Prioritize the ships. Suspect that is a Russian patrol aircraft, but if you have available birds, you can send 1 or 2 birds to VID.
Felix, copy.
One is saddled with shell, left observation.
Two saddled with shell.
Two, you can go ahead and go to the left basket.
Second.
You can go ahead and go into the left basket.
2.
Bingo. Bingo.
Three is coming into observation left with shell. Visual on you.
Bingo. Bingo.
One's crossing under the right basket.
Right to the sun.
Well, the good thing is he's turning, so it won't be there for long.
Bingo. Bingo.
Ready for contact. Clear contact. Contact. Return free contact. Contact. You're taking fuel.
Bingo. Bingo.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
Bingo. Bingo.
How much is enough, you think?
7,000 is what I'm going to reach for.
Return free contact.
Bingo. Bingo.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
moving observation right.
2.
1 is going to move observation right. 2, move off to my right.
2.
Shell 111. Request rejoin.
Bingo. Bingo.
1 Shell 11. Proceed to pre-contact at 28,000 at 250. Ready pre-contact.
Bingo. Bingo.
Ready pre-contact. Clear contact.
Bingo.
Be advised it pushed
Bingo.
out the right droge when you called pre-contact, so I'm wondering if it wants you to go to the right side.
3 shifting right. Yeah, my probe went right through the left.
Bingo. Bingo.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
Looks like it just took a minute for that left one to be called in.
What's our distance to Mother?
110 miles.
3.
Return pre-contact.
Abort rejoin.
3's moving observation right.
Alright, 3, once you're saddled, we're going to take a left turn underneath the tanker and we'll proceed direct to Mother.
Saddled.
Alright, descending to Angels 2-8 and left turn, direct Mother.
2.
3.
Bringing up the speed to 300 knots. Leveling off, Angels 28.
sorry, Barry.
Oh, you're good. That's on me.
Flight switch, COM 1, button 3.
2.
Godfather, Felix 2.
Sorry, my fault.
Night 1-3, go ahead.
The Russian fleet west of Andøya is steaming west-southwest, consisting of 2 Krivik, 1 Nusrashimi, and stand by. 1 Slava class ship.
Night 1-3, copies all. Make sure you guys write that down.
Say again.
Night 1-3, copies all. Please make sure you write it down.
Affirmative. Get our Polaroid with us
I don't
this
think
time.
any of the 14s are in the pattern yet. I think it's just our guys.
When you guys get back to the boat, have your leadership upload it to the intelligence channel, please. Or you can upload it to the intelligence channel yourself.
Felix will go. The other flight pushing off of 9.
Flight, we're going to go ahead and start a 5-degree descent, and we'll level off probably at about Angels 15.
2.
3.
Pushing the nose down. Punching through the clouds, heading 235, 300 knots, 5 degrees down.
2.
3.
Marshall 202, see you at 6.
Is he doing a fucking case 1?
I don't know. I think he's the only one in the pattern now, so we could probably keep this going down to 10,000. Maybe he transitioned to case 2.
That's true.
Flight safe fuel state.
26.7.
36.8.
Roger. We'll keep this descent going down to Angel 7.
We're about 1.8.
Alright, flight go hooks down. Two and 3 have good hooks.
One good.
Please got a good hook.
Alright, keep the descent going down. Let's see if we can at least just get below the clouds first. We'll stop at 6 if we have to. Oh, here's a nice clearing. Yep, we're just going to stop at 6. And pull the nose up. Alright, gents. 2, you're going to go up to 7. 3, you're going to go up to 8. It's case 2.
2.
3. 3 braking.
1's approach time will be 27, or correction, 28. 2's approach time will be 29, and 3 is 30.
2.
3. What was the BRC?
207. Flight, once I get established on the radio, I'm just going to commence, since we're the only ones in the pattern.
2.
3. Interrogative, what's our DME?
I'm 21, you're 23, and 2 is 22.
3.
If you're ever not sure, it's 15 miles plus your altitude in thousands.
I did not know that. Learned something new today. Confirm with the AI, do we actually switch to button 2?
I'm honestly not sure. I've never done a case 2 with the AI, so I'm gonna have button 2 on my comm 2 just in case. The weather must be better out here because I tell you what, going for those ships, I couldn't see shit until I was like a mile from them.
The weather's not great at 8,000, I can't see shit.
Guess I'll be the guinea pig.
This is gonna be any of you boys see an aircraft carrier situation.
Yes, sir.
Can you do a case 2 holding hands?
I don't No.
Because looking at the card, it shows 17 seconds, so I wonder if you can. We'll have to ask the 14s if they know.
Yeah, maybe. Seems like you wouldn't want to be in formation in poor weather conditions like this until you can actually see things.
Would think. By the way, my bet was right.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice. Alright guys, I'm commencing.
2, can you make a 2-4 push time?
Yeah, I don't know if the holding hand is going to work with us.
Established Angels 7.5, state 6.1.
Interrogative, are you commencing?
Yep. 203 commencing.
Check your weight, you might need a dump.
I'm just under. Platform.
Commencing, state 5.5. Altimeter 29.902.
I can see the boat at 13 miles.
See you at 12.
Checking in 21 miles.
I'm at 350 knots at 10 miles and 800 feet.
Altitude.
Platform.
It is turbulent up here.
Excellent. What's your distance to the boat?
2's 15 DME.
3, I'm 16. I will do to 17 seconds.
See you at 10.
One's at the break.
200. See you at 10.
203, switching tower. 203, state 4.5.
Right, it is turbulent.
It's definitely tough getting on speed, that's for sure.
Using the brake.
201, Hornet ball, 4.6. 201, Hornet ball, 4.6.
Red deck. Green deck.
200.
Marshall 101 commencing.
203, Hornet ball, 4.1. Roger ball. You're high and left the lineup. Volta. 203,
200, Hornet ball, state 4.6.
Roger ball. Hello and right. The center line, still low.
101, platform.
Right to line up. Don't go high. Right to line up. Welcome home. Work down, little right to line up.
Fold your wings
Work
there.
it right.
I did my switch, that's weird.
Welcome back.
Yeah, none of them came off the radio instead of the BRC this time.
101, Tomcat ball, 7.0.
Roger ball, on and on. Welcome home.
I'm pretty sure this is the last Tomcat.
Yeah, 102 Tomcat ball, 6.2.
Yeah, I think so.
Roger ball, a little high, a little left to line up. Center line, work it down. Nice and easy.
Did you see what wire I got?